Welcome to Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. The halls are filled up with people, and they're also filled up with booths and vendors and lots of stuff to see and do. I'm Dave Bradley. Joined with me now is Sean Gibbs from Northern Performance. And Sean, you have a huge display here this year.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a great success last year. Was our first experience of Motorama as a group here with Northern Performance. We expanded out this year. We have 120 feet here right at the entrance coming into here. We got some great partners that partnered up with us to help make this possible for us. Just straight off here where we're coming in here, we have MBRP, a great Canadian company here for exhaust parts. Great items. You know, Canadian made steel, Canadian made purchases for everything out there. So already sold out a great Corvette C8 exhaust today. So we're hoping to make things really pop this weekend, and it's just been swamped today. We love it. So it's just real benefit to what we do for our product and how we do things here. So we got lead brakes here, obviously, as we go along here. Thule, which is obviously a huge brand with us here for your sportsman products for your vehicles itself. Liquid moly, you know, if you're looking for that specialty oil for your cars, you can't get anything better than that product here, and it's exclusive out to us here in Burlington at 1164 Walker's Line. Holly brand of products is in here. We got Greg Sensor up here from the States representing the Holly brand products. You know, over 80 brands that they represent here. From MSD to, you know, carburetors, Simpson products, Race Quip, you name it, they got it there. Hans devices. Today, you know, we're doing huge blowouts on the 2020 brand SA helmets right now. Obviously the new 2025 helmets have come out, which we have in stock as well, but we still got a surplus of old helmets to obviously unload, and they're going fast. I mean,
Well, and they're still good for another 5 years. Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. So, and you obviously Northern Performance itself, it's a performance branded company, so you're looking for stuff for your car, we can get it obviously to that. So other partners that we obviously have here, WeatherTech, which is obviously a big brand of ours that we deal with. Everybody knows that. We're always big on advertising for what it is. Your floor liners, you know, the tagline as it is, it's auto home pet, right? It's not just floor liners anymore. We do everything out there with related to those products. So K&N Filters is in here. Jane's monitoring that booth today for us. She's doing a great job. You need your oil filters, furnace filters, you know, all that kind of, your cleaning products for your filters, your intakes for your cars. You know, great place here. Stop in. They just came out with their next gen intake as well, so it's a big product there. C-Tech battery charges. We actually just brought them out in a new line for us. Evan came in to represent them today. It's been really good line of product that we've just put out today. They got some you know, great show specials out for this here. So if you're looking for those battery charges for your cars, little booster packs, it's an awesome thing here. And then obviously at the end here, we got Matt Williamson's Centennial winning dirt modified here. Obviously Matt's a 3-time Super Dirt champ. He's really proud of that. That's the only dirt modified that's ever won $100,000. So it's a pretty special car here. You know, and they're represented in the IBOC booth. He's an IBOC driver, and you know, they've been really proud to bring that up here and have them represent the company.
So it really is anything you need for your vehicle, you can find at Northern Performance.
100%. I mean, you name it, we can get it. You know, we're in Burlington, like I said earlier. We're at 1164 Walker's Line. You know, if you need anything, come on out and see us there. We got a great 3,500 square foot retail store there, just waiting for you guys to come in and have us help you out.
And now's the time of the year because cars are starting to come out of storage. People are starting to gear up for race season, and whether it's street or track, you've got it all.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we're getting into tire season too, right? So, you know, we do have our service center there, so we do a lot of tires and tire storage and purchasing your tires and all that. So we can definitely help you guys out and get you what you need. So.
Sean Gibbs, thanks very much for doing this, and enjoy the rest of the show. Busy booth, but it's a big one. Thanks very much. And we're going to make our way across to several other booths, and again, this is a massive show here at Motorama presented by eBay Motors, and these are just some of the companies who have joined us here this year to display some of their wares, and it's not just parts and pieces that you'll find. Some booths are just set up with a lot of information, like the next one we're going to go to. It's Hagerty Insurance, and you see a lot of these beautiful older cars And Hagerty Insurance is one of the companies that is there. Give them a quick call, and they'll give you a quick quote to cover off your classic car. And we'll chat with one of the representatives here from Hagerty and see who we can jump in with here. Do you want to chat about what you guys have going on here at the Hagerty booth?
We got a booth this year. We have some vehicles to show, introducing people to our products and our insurance. We have a tablet where you can kind of check out the value of your vehicle, see what it's worth, and possibly start a new quote and see how much it would cost to get your vehicle insured with us.
I don't think a lot of people realize when they are looking at maybe a classic car how affordable the insurance is, because you think, well, my daily driver is super expensive to insure. A classic car maybe not be that expensive.
Well, we factor in that usually when you have that daily driver, that second car won't get driven as much. Usually we find there people, they don't drive their cars in the winter, they take out for special occasions, so we factor that in the price, and we can pass on some of those savings to our members.
And it is pretty neat, and you're a huge company, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're the U.S. and Canada and growing all the time.
So what is the number one question that you normally get from somebody who is just getting into the classic car world and sort of dipping their toe in? What's one of those questions that you have to answer all the time?
I think probably number one is, what's my vehicle worth? So they're looking at something, but they don't really know what's the value of this thing. What should I insure it for?
There you go. So you can get that, and you can find an insurance quote, and you can do that right here, too. Thanks very much for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And good luck the rest of the show, for sure. Hagerty Insurance is one of the booths that's being featured here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And we're going to jump down the line a little bit. WD-40 Canada is next on our list, and we're going to chat to Azabir at the WD-40 booth. So Az is the person that we're aimed to chat with. There's some games set up and a lot of people hanging around the WD-40 booth, which is awesome to see, as we saw at a couple of the other ones as well. We'll sneak in here. We got pens. They've got some samples of WD-40. Az, how are you? Dave Bradley, good to see you as well.
Good.
So another booth set up, and it's a busy one again this year.
I know, it's been crazy this year. Yesterday with Students' Day, it was an absolute zoo here. We brought in a Plinko game this year, and kids and everybody have been loving playing that one.
Tell us a little bit about the products that WD-40 has to offer, because it's not just your grandfather's WD-40, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. You know, everybody's used to just the regular can of WD-40, but we're showcasing our specialist line today. It's our full line of professionally assorted products, and it's for, you know, we have contact cleaner, penetrant, silicone, where you want to use something a little bit stronger than WD-40. WD-40 will work fine, but it gives it that little extra push for you to get the job done right.
Do you have those little red straws anymore that everybody used to lose, or is that even a thing anymore?
No, it's not a thing anymore. You're never losing the straw again. Every one of our new cans comes with the Smart Straw Applicator. You just flip it up to use the straw, and it's not going to fall out, so you'll never waste any time trying to look for it anymore.
It's fantastic, especially with a classic car world, custom cars. People get those jam nuts and things like that, and the product is so handy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. And speaking of handy, we're actually handing out our precision pen this year. It's WD-40 in like a little paint-sized pen. You just dab it a little bit. You don't have to worry about spraying and going over anywhere on these beautiful custom cars that you have people working on. You just dab it a little exactly where you need it, and we're sampling that all weekend, so people are enjoying that too.
Fantastic. Looks like you're busy, so I'll let you get back to it. Thanks very much for doing this. WD-40 with a great display here, and you can come by and play Plinko, too, at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And we'll jump down and chat with Valvoline. As you can see, a bunch of different cans, different types of WD-40 up on offer at the WD-40 Canada booth. And you can see it is busy, but it's not overly so that you can't make your way around as we continue to shuffle through the aisles. You can see some of the beautiful cars on display here as well. We featured some of the Canadian 10 Grand finalists, Grand Champion finalists. That Grand Champion will be crowned on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock here at Motorama on the Hagerty main stage. And again, there's lots of stuff going on. Dave Kindig from Bitch and Rides is here. He's doing chats, signing some autographs. Mike from Rust Valley Restores, he's here as well, making his way around, signing autographs. David Watts from Valvoline Canada. Looks like you guys are having a lot of fun here. You got a soccer net set up, but
Up and a little soccer game broke out here. We're definitely shining a light on the FIFA partnership between Valvoline. It's a big global investment from Valvoline, and super happy to have 13 games in Canada this year, and we can definitely tell the crowd's very engaged, very excited.
absolutely a lot of interest here and a lot of interest in the automotive products as well that are on offer.
Well, of course, let's not lose sight of that. We're showcasing our premium line of synthetic products that we rounded out last year with the launch of Restore and Protect, which was really new innovation from Valvoline, really pushing the boundaries of what oil could do versus what it should do. And over the course of 4 oil changes can renew your engine to factory clean 100%. It's been in the Canadian market now for a year and doing extremely well.
Fantastic. So, yeah, you can get all the information you need just by coming by, chatting with you, and have some fun as well. So what's going on? You can kick shots for a prize?
You can kick shots for a prize. We're trying to keep it relatively low-key. It's not a skills challenge. We're happy for everybody to get 100% payoff here. We just really kind of want to build up the hype around soccer in the city with FIFA being here in Toronto this year and shining a spotlight on our partnership with FIFA. So, yeah, the folks are coming by. They're kicking some soccer balls, and we're happy to give them some Valvoline FIFA swag.
Absolutely. Building the hype for sure in the car industry, but also the soccer industry. And the soccer world is pretty excited to have the FIFA World Cup coming to town. So awesome. And it's been a busy booth, but we got a little bit of a breather now. But it looks like it's a great display once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Thanks very much, David Watts from Valvoline Canada. And another great display and an interactive display, and that's what you'll find here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And just one of the things you can get involved. We saw WD-40's got a Plinko game. You've got soccer, and we're going to get down to a chat about the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame. That's the next on our list. You can see some of the other booths that are set up as people stop in and have a look. We've got everything from automotive training centers. You got signs for your garage to make your garage look good. You can get coffee cups made with your pictures. If somebody snaps a picture of you, maybe changing your shirt, then you'll have that for eternity. You can see race cars on display here as well. So it's not just custom cars and classic cars. You've got the racing world well represented. And part of that racing world is the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame. Derek Lynch,
Dave,
how are you? And
great.
welcome to Motorama.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Great crowd, great atmosphere as always, and yeah, looking forward to exposing people to the Motorsports Hall of Fame.
Got some merch set up here, so selling some opportunities to wear the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame proudly.
Yep, exactly. You know, it kind of seemed a little bit like the Motorsports Hall of Fame was kind of just in the shadows. So that was our goal here this weekend, was to get it out forefront, let people know what's going on. Like you said, get some merch, get them walking around, showcasing stuff, and yeah, just get the word out, get some nominations coming in, and deserving people in the hall.
Well, we just had a very successful induction ceremony not too long ago at the auto show downtown Toronto, and that was well attended.
Very well attended. I think it was our best attended event ever. And to your point, we brought in a lot of people from different genres of the motorsport community, and that's what we want to do. You know, I mean, we don't want to get focused on just road racing, just stock cars. We want a nice broad mix. We had some drag racers, we had some karters in there, you know. So yeah, really good event.
How do you nominate? Because that's the big question. People will see the nominations come out or the inductees come out and say, well, this person should be there. You have to get involved, don't you?
Great question, and that's exactly it. And we've answered a lot of those types of things this weekend here at the show. Everything's online. You know, visit cmhf.ca. You get all the information there. There's a tab right at the top of the website. All the paperwork is there. The scoring matrix is there. And to your point, if you're a family member or a friend and you've got somebody you think should be in the hall, go in there, get the paperwork out. It comes in, gets submitted to a committee. They go through the scoring matrix, and basically that's how it goes from there. So it's open. It closes on the 31st of July, but then it opens up again on August 1st and is open for 365 days to get your name in there. And like I said, the committee will take a look at it. We try and pick the top, you know, 10 to 15 most deserving people in that year, and that's how we get it done.
That is the toughest job, isn't it?
It's very tough. I mean, when you get locked into a genre of motorsports like you and I have for our life, it's a real eye-opener as to what else is going on out there and the qualified people that should be in there based on wins and championships and contributions. So the selection committee has a very tough job for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Derek Lynch, thank you very much for doing it, representing the Canadian Motorsport Hall of Fame. Good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Have a great show, guys.
Thank you. As we head down a little bit more, we'll talk to the good folks from Ohsweken Speedway, and it is Clinton Jeffrey. Clinton, good to see you again from Ohsweken. Good. Another booth set up. Clinton's no stranger to the crew working behind the scenes here, presenting. That's okay. It's going to be an exciting year once again at the Big O, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like the whole electricity is kind of kicking. This is like the official Ontario kickoff to racing, and everybody's got the buzz and everybody's happy to be here, and some great looking machinery as well. But yeah, I think we're in a great spot. You know, I'm proud to say the business of Ohsweken Speedway is in a great spot. We've got some great partners working for us now, and our marketing department is just crushing it. So I think that, you know, the tough economy, that's a big thing. We always want car counts and people, but when you get the businesses involved and they're still wanting to buy into what we're trying to build, it's amazing, and it just makes us feel good at what we're doing. And obviously the World of Outlaws back in July, that's a huge win for us. I joke, we got them back in May last year to just get on their schedule. We signed it under duress with the hopes of getting to July, so the whole chess match worked out in our favor, and we got them right where we want them. Midsummer, camping's booming for that, and of course our Northern Sprint Car Nationals in September are two kind of cornerstone events. But yeah, car counts are up. We're excited. I mean, our crate division is going to have some of the best talent out there now, and it's going to be awesome.
And the thing is about the Speedway is if you follow on social media, the improvements never stop.
Yeah, well, Glenn's always trying to make life better out there, right? So we've moved our ticket booth. He's moving his house now. We have it's constantly in flux. So I think if you come back year over year, you're never disappointed at the changes you see. But I still feel like we're 30 years in, but we're still getting started. We have a long way to go. We still need a lot to do. We need a new scoring tower. So we've been looking at that and a whole bunch of other things. It's just constantly trying to make the place the showpiece that Ohsweken is. And I think we're all proud to be a part of it.
And like you say, the two cornerstone events of the summer, but really every Friday night, you have huge car counts, and the races are fantastic.
Yeah, we're fortunate. You know, a lot of people have bought into the Ohsweken plan, and I think, you know, we offer cost-effective, fair racing. The big thing I'm telling everybody here, we're $20 to get in. You know, where are you going to get that? Cheaper than a movie, $15 if you're a senior or a student, so, and $1,200 if you're free. So I think that's a big thing for us. Obviously, you guys know the big thing we do is our GeForce TV promotions, so you can watch all our races for free. It's the other thing we've been telling you, go to GeForce TV here on our schedule and find it. And the big thing for us is I really feel that's going to bring new eyes to what we're trying to do. People have to be able to discover us. And the thing we've been saying lately, a 14-year-old needs to be able to find you on YouTube on a Tuesday if we're going to sell them a ticket on Friday. And I think that's the new mantra. And don't let all the dinosaurs here tell you that streaming is killing racing, because it's not. It's the future, and it's what's going to build this sport and keep it alive.
Well, and that too, and it attracts new sponsors to the track just because different eyeballs.
I think that's a big thing, big reason why our business is we're talking is so well, because we have that visibility. And now, you know, if a fan is maybe not sitting in the stands, they're seeing their ads on TV. They're seeing our billboards on the GeForce TV and, of course, Rev TV on Wednesday nights. So it's been good for us. I mean, our media package is a big thing we're trying to push, and you guys know we're heavily investing in that. I'm going to die on the streaming hill, but it's gonna work out. I'm sure of it.
When's your season opener?
We're going to start Victoria Day weekend, so May 15th is our first kickoff with practices on the 1st and the 8th. But we'll go May 15th pretty much right through to September. We just have the one, we let the Cultural Festival, the Powwow, have the Speedway the last Friday in July. But other than that, we're every weekend till mid-September.
It's going to be a busy year, but it's going to be a good one. Clinton Jeffrey, thanks very much.
See you at the Speedway.
And we're going to keep... Okay, we're going to go see Mark from Surf and Turf Tents, and Mark is right here, actually, so a quick and easy jaunt over. Mark, do you want to pop in? I don't want to spoil business, but hopefully we can bring some more to your tent here. Dave Bradley, nice to meet you, Mark, and tell us what you've got set up here.
Well, we've got a couple of frame options. That's our business, is instant canopies, pop-up canopies. We've got a couple of options. We've got a steel option, which is our entry level. Then we've got a couple of nice aluminum models. We've got a Canapro Light, which, as the name says, is our lighter frame. And then we've got a commercial grade, best in class frame, which is the Canapro Elite. And we're also, for the last couple of years, we've been going with this carbon fiber looking frame, which is a composite plastic material. It's got nice thick legs and thick crossbars, and it's got a nicer look to it rather than the standard metal look. The composite plastic gives it a lot of strength, and I can give you a quick demo
Yeah, absolutely.
of how strong this baby is.
That's incredible.
I mean, I'm only 100 pounds-ish, but yeah, it's a nice, nice strong frame, and it's got a nice look to it, not like your traditional frames. We also do tables now, a nice aluminum table.
These are great tables. I own one.
We have a 5-foot option, and this is our 10-foot option. It's really strong, and it's obviously it's made to suit our frames.
I love these lights too.
Yeah, we've got a couple of light options. We've got these. These are rechargeable lights, so you don't need a power source, obviously. They last 8 hours on a full charge. Also got a magnet, so if you're working on your vehicle or you're working on the honey-do list, you can use your light and fix anything in the house.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for showing us around. Surf and Turf Instant Shelters here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And you can see, if you're a racer, if you want a pop-up shelter for home, maybe that backyard barbecue, some great options there, and some great add-ons too, as you learn tables and such. So again, you can find pretty much everything. Pat Zair is from Cascore, and Pat, good to see you again, and welcome back to Motorama and another fantastic display.
Yeah, you know what? It's we get excited thinking about this in the off season. What we're going to be doing here at Motorama, and you know, it's we put some effort into our booth. You know, we want to make sure that everyone likes what we do, and we're here to to educate the public.
And it's pretty much an example of every vehicle that is run under your banner, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I think there's a few things that are missing, but at the end of the day, we try to have a good representation of what you would normally see on an average weekend.
You've got the vintage cars, the Merlin right behind you. That's a pretty unique one, but you've got some things for the younger generation as well, and that's so important to get the younger minds involved in motorsport.
Absolutely. We have the Miata Canada Cup, which is the car that's behind us right here. That's we brought that on board 2 years ago, and it's been an absolute success. And we're moving on this year. Last year we were fortunate enough to get a phone call to do Indy, which we did, and that was really good for us. This year we're doing the NASCAR event at Calabogie, so we're pretty excited about that as well. So I think that car is very relatable, and budget-wise, I mean, it's very it's a lot easier to get into racing with a Miata than maybe some other stuff.
And the fields are huge in that class too.
Absolutely. We're averaging 25 cars a weekend in the Miatas.
That's incredible. So what sort of tracks do you guys race at?
We run at CTMP, we run at Shannonville, and we run at Calabogie.
So anybody who's interested can just stop by, have a look. And paddock entry is pretty cheap, and you can walk around and talk to the drivers, can't you?
Absolutely. It's not a pro weekend, so everyone's very approachable. So, I mean, depending on where you're geographically situated, there's a track anywhere in Ontario for you to come and check out.
That's what I love, is that there's no barriers set up around cars. The drivers almost want you to come and check them out and show them off a little bit.
Absolutely. They love talking about their cars.
Who doesn't, right? For sure. Pat Zair, thanks very much, and wonderful display you have on here at the show, as we're going to continue to move on through. Toronto Motorsports Park is next up on our list. Uli Berry is right here. Uli Berry, and eating grapes, but that's okay. Uli, I'll let you finish. How are you? Welcome back to Motorama. Good to see you again. What do you have popping at Toronto Motorsport Park this year?
Should we be here or should we go a different place where you see the background? What do you think?
Sure, yeah, we can walk over here. It's all right, it's all live, but it's yeah, we can do it. We can do it over here. That's a good idea, so we can get the car in the frame. Yeah, yeah. So tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Today?
No, today and this.
Yeah,
coming season.
today must say number one. It's an amazing show. They did a very, very good job here, And with the track, we have a lot of new big events coming up. Now what I would like to do is, can I bring my assistant, Jessica, over here? Because
Sure.
then she can explain what all the big events we do for this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to go grab her, we can talk a little bit while you do that. Well, you can see some of the vehicles on display that would be at Toronto Motorsport Park. And what's unique about that place is it's got road courses, it's got a drag strip. It pretty much has everything. Jessica? Nice to meet you, Dave Bradley. And maybe you could tell us a little bit of what's going on at Toronto Motorsport Park this year.
Yeah, so this year we always have our 3 big events, which is going to be the May 2-4 Victoria Day Long Weekend, the Nitro Nationals, and Labor Day. Additionally, we have Canada Heads Up 6 times this year. We also just announced that we're bringing Pro Mod Series back to Canada. So we're excited to do 4 races with them, and one's at Grand Bend. On top of that, we have our RCSS Bracket Racing Series, and then we have tons of car shows. The road course is always happening with some sort of drift event or car show, import fest, that kind of stuff. So.
And lapping days too on the road course.
Yeah, we're open almost 7 days a week. We have day sessions and evening sessions. That's where you get to bring out your own car. So it's very, very beginner friendly. We have great marshals on staff that if it's not even too busy, they'll hop in the car with you and kind of show you what's going on there.
Love seeing the drag racing, because in Canada especially, the drag racing kind of hangs in the shadows a little bit compared to road racing, oval track racing, and things like that. But it is busy, isn't it?
It's definitely busy, and that's why we wanted to really come out and show out this year and let everyone know that drag racing, number 1, is alive and well, and number 2, that TMP is there right with it.
And people will be surprised when they see how fast those cars go.
It literally takes your breath away. You're not expecting it. We always say number 1 is you won't expect it. Number 2 is bring any ear protection, because you're not going to. We can say how loud it is, but you won't expect that ever.
Yeah, absolutely. When do things get going?
We start April 18th with opening day. That's going to be test and tune on the drag strip, and Import Fest is with us, so we're also going to be throwing a car show together for that day as well.
Fantastic. Wonderful display you guys have here. Uli and Jessica, thank you very much, and welcome back to Motorama, presented by eBay Motors, as we're going to continue through. So there you see, you just get a glimpse of what's going on in different motorsports markets. And I think we're headed over to Napa Auto Parts for the next one, and they've got a Plinko game as well that appears to be very busy. Don, sorry. Don's just watching over the Plinko game. And nice to meet you, Dave Bradley.
As you can see, it's a big hit, right? It's a big hit.
I was going to say, so what do you have going on here?
We're doing Plinko for a prize. We started off, there was some, nobody won, but now we're just giving everybody a prize. It doesn't matter.
Everybody wins. That's fantastic. But Napa's been a big supporter of Motorama for several years, and you come to where the people are, right?
Yeah, we come to where the people are. Absolutely, absolutely. This year we brought another part of Napa, the German parts people. So, yeah, so it's a good show. Lots of traffic, and yeah, it's all about getting the brand name out.
And the thing is, Napa has every part that you need, whether it's for a custom build, a restoration, or a race car, right?
Yeah, domestic, European, whatever you need, we got it. Yeah.
Can you get it online?
Yeah, you can get it online, absolutely.
Fantastic. So you can come and play Plinko, you can
win a prize. You get a hat, you get a notebook, we got pens. Stop on by, people. Come on.
We'll send them your way for sure. Thanks very much for doing this. Great display here, Napa, Canada, Napa Auto Parts. And we're going to go over to McCall Racing Enterprises, see if Mike McCall is around. Mike makes race car chassis, very, very fast race car chassis, I should say. And just going to have to do a little skirting around here before we get to the McCall Racing Enterprises booth, and here it is. So you can see a bare chassis sitting right here in steps of the build. Josh Stoddy is the champion of the APC Late Model Series. Paul, do you want to come chat? Come chat in front of the race car. How are you? Good to see you. Paul Giniol from McCall Racing Enterprises. And finished car, not so finished car.
Yeah. So we've got Josh Stoddy's championship car here. Pretty proud to have it in our booth here. Just worked out. He wanted to be a part of the show, and we wanted to have a late model in our show with the new body on it. So that was a prime opportunity to put it in here. And beside us here is our concept road course / oval / drift / trying to put something together that racers can have at a lower cost, but also kind of step up our driveline package to kind of update where we're going with just street vehicles with electrical and stuff like that. So we just thought we'd put this together, and you could see the manufacturing side that we do more than just pro lates.
Well, I was just going to say, a lot of people think, well, I'm getting a new car this year and it's going to be a fortune. You work with the teams, with the drivers, with the owners to try and keep costs in check because you don't want to hurt them, right?
Correct. Basically our job is to keep the racer racing as long as they can. Sometimes it's tough to do that because we're our own worst enemy. But at the same time, we still want to save the racer money and save him from themselves. It's a tough line to try and be as fast as we can, but also save money, but we do our best to try and do that.
It must feel good to see McCall race cars up near the front of the field in several different disciplines. I mean, super stocks, you see late models, you see NASCAR Canada Series, you got McCall cars out front.
100%. We pride ourselves in having our cars up front. It's not always the easiest, and we've had some down spells, but we fight to get back on top, and that's just kind of what keeps us going. And especially during the winter, there's always competition and ways to improve ourselves, whether it be the cars or the actual business itself.
I would expect this is your busy time as everybody at the last minute says, I need this.
Yeah, exactly. This show was in talks for a while, whether we should do it or not, and we just felt like the industry needed some support this year, just to get some fire under the programs, and it was a constant battle whether we should do it or not because it was so tough to do. Like you say, at this time of year, we're trying to get new cars completed. We're also trying to do setups now, rolling in for the new season that starts in under a month now. I think the first practice at Delaware is like April 18th, so we got lots going on, but pretty happy with the show so far.
Fantastic. One great job and a wonderful display you have on both cars, finished and not so finished, but you can see how the process goes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Paul, from McCall Racing Enterprises. We're going to jump out this way. We can sneak by. You can get some stickers, get some business cards as well. And Dave Gainforth from Oscar is up next, and you can see an Oscar super late model is sitting right here as we pass by and head over to chat with Dave. How are you, Dave? We'll bring the camera around. I'm very, very well. Stay sitting. It's okay. Yeah, it's good sitting. Good seeing you, too. Great display you have set up and some beautiful cars.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And we love being here at Motorama. The show's just better and better every year.
What do you have set up for 2026?
Well, all three divisions are now back with Oscar. We brought the super lates back. We got the hot rods. We got the modifieds. We're racing right from the 1st of May right to Thanksgiving weekend. 14 or 15 weekends of racing excitement all over Ontario. All the pavement tracks and Brighton Speedway with the hot rods still. And we're just trying to bring the fun back into racing. That's our focus this year, and we're doing it.
And there seems to be a pretty good buzz around the series once again, whether it is super late models, modifieds, or hot rods. People are talking about it.
Yeah, and that's I hired some people to do my social media for me. I'm not an Instagram person and doing all that kind of stuff. And they've been putting out stuff every day or every couple of days, and it's getting the people involved. We're doing contests, giving stuff away, and there's a lot of positive buzz, and that's what we need. Social media, I didn't realize, I'm an old guy, I didn't realize how important it is, but it's important. It's important, and it's only going to get bigger and better.
It's cool to have those super lates back under your umbrella, too.
This is where they belong. It's been since 2017, since it's been an Oscar-sanctioned super late model race, so we're excited to bring them back. This is where it all started with Oscar in 1990, and we're happy they're all here.
Yeah, they're pretty wild cars if you haven't seen them on an oval track.
Oh, you have to be there for that. Gentlemen, start your engines. When there's 24 of them, fire them up. Your butt's going to rumble in the seat, and when they hit turn one, it's like, holy shit! Like this is something I got to see.
Yeah, for sure. So hopefully you get a chance to see it this year, Dave. Thanks very much for doing this. Again, all the information, you got some swag up for offer here this weekend as well as we continue to motor around Motorama presented by eBay Motors and see some of the booths and some of the tracks. Now we're into more of the racers' corral, so that's why we've got a lot of the motorsports on display. And you can see some of the hot rods here. Hot rod is essentially, it's a late model chassis with an older steel style body on it, so that's where you see some of the, 70s, 60s, sometimes even earlier car bodies on those cars. They're pretty neat, pretty unique to see out on the track all at the same time. And it's not gentlemen racers, because they do tend to get together as race car drivers do, but it's unique to see them all go at the same time. Just coming up. Trailers by Jim Bray is the next booth, and here is the man himself. Jim, good to see you again. How you been?
Still trying to break even.
It's not always the way in motorsports, for sure, but got trailers on display here today.
Yeah, Donnie Jr. didn't want the car here unless it was perfectly done, and it wasn't quite ready, so we got trailers here. It would be nice to sell a trailer or two, but because it affects the racing budget. But the thing about here, you see people here that you see once every 10 years sometimes, so that's where it's fun to be here.
Yeah, it is, and it's always great to see you at the track, and you're still a huge supporter of motorsports as well.
Try to be, yeah.
But, I mean, getting people don't realize that you need the trailer to get the car to the track, and some of these trailers aren't as expensive as some might think.
That's right. I see some trailers for $30,000 or $40,000. To me, $15,000 is an expensive trailer, yeah, and they still do the same job.
That's it. It's get the car to the track and keep the grime off it, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. We used to flat tow. That picture there, I flat towed to California. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, towed behind a Ford Galaxy car. Yeah.
Very cool. Jim Bray's got some great stories from back in the day. Thanks very much for doing this, and stop by, see Trailers by Jim Bray here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. Jim is a longtime owner in the NASCAR Canada Series, as well as I mentioned, a longtime supporter of motorsports. And we're going to go see Alex Nagy. He is next on the list from the United Racing Series. Hey, you can see there's workwear, booths set up. You got racing apparel pretty much wherever you go. First off, before we get to Alex Nagy, we got My Race Pass is probably going to be next on our chart. And I believe we're going to be chatting with Jim.
Chris is actually an announcer.
Oh, Chris.
Announcers like to hear
hey, me too.
Former announcer.
Chris, good to meet you. And tell us a little bit about My Race Pass.
Yeah, My Race Pass is the ultimate racing experience, one of our slogans that we do there. Essentially what we are is a race management program that tracks can utilize to streamline their race night, engage their fan base, and market their organization as well, too. They can use us to do results, entries, lineups, live timing, audio as well. But then fans can see that on the My Race Pass app. It's the #1 app in motorsports, and it's utilized by about 250,000 race fans every race weekend and growing. And we now have organizations across the globe, Australia, the U.S., and Canada, where we're continuing to really expand in Canada and bring the full suite of tools to the area as well.
So this is more than just timing and scoring, isn't it?
Yeah, lineups, results, entries, fantasy racing. Fans can do audio as well, buy tickets to events, and see driver profiles as well. Think of like an NHL team that has a roster and they want to show who's racing there or playing for the team. Now tracks can do that with My Race Pass. They can show who's here tonight, check them in, and really market their organization and the drivers' sponsors as well too.
Fantastic. And easy to get? Just go to an app store?
Yeah, App Store or Google Play, My Race Pass, all one word. You'll see it right there with the ticket icon and download it for free.
Perfect. Thanks very much for doing this, and good luck the rest of the show. My Race Pass being featured here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors, as we get to the APC Series. Alex Nagy, if we can jump here and have a chat. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Nice booth setup, and you got an exciting season coming this season.
Yeah, we do. Somebody just asked me about that and what's in store for 2026. And, you know, I mean, obviously with a series, you're traveling in one province, things are always similar. But we've really actually not announced publicly yet, but really doing a lot of different things. I mean, got some new drivers, some people coming back like multi-time champion Brandon Watson, Donald Teach from NASCAR Canada announced yesterday about coming to race with us some. So some nice stuff like that. Rookie Connor Maltese, got some new rookies coming, so that's always exciting. And then we're really we're going to have different procedures this year where we're going to have we have a Great Canadian 300 at Delaware to finish the season every year, of course, annually, but we're going to also have 2 other 175 lap races with different procedures that will put more strategy in pit stops and fuel and tires. All choices will have to be made. So kind of get back to old school way of racing, getting rid of brakes and mandatory stops and all that stuff, because to be honest with you, the fans are done with it, and it takes the strategy out for the team. So we're trying to kind of kick back to some old school procedures and kind of rekindle that excitement again. So yeah, looking forward to a great 2026.
And you've been around a while, so you know old school, don't you?
What are you saying?
I mean, for a 29-year-old.
Yeah, I'm a veteran 29-year-old.
Indeed, but it is one of the most exciting series in not only Ontario, but in Canada.
Yeah, thank you. We think so, and our fans tell us that, and TV broadcast ratings tell us that. So, but, you know, without great drivers and teams, we're nothing, and we're fortunate to have that.
And it's great to see the added interest of new drivers coming in, dipping their toe in, even if it's only for a few starts. Hopefully that turns into full-time season.
Exactly. Looking forward to that for sure.
Perfect. Well, good luck in 2026. Thanks very much for doing this. Alex Nagy, once again, from the APC Series. That's a late model series traveling around Ontario. And Joe Chisholm from Two Speeds Motorsport is next on our list. And Two Speed is a unique operation. And I think he was texting, I think. Joe, what's going on? Good to see you. Joe Chisholm Jr. And Two Speed Motorsport, you've got pretty much everything you need to finish a race car here.
Yeah, we're building on it. We started out with a couple of SKUs 4 years ago right here at this show, and you know, we've built it from there. Corey McAllister and the team at Two Speed, we've been kind of growing steadily. We're at 268 SKUs that we produce now, so it's just building. It's a company of constant growth.
And you guys are involved in motorsports. You race the cars. You see the need in products. For example, Raptor's filters. You need a better air filter. You can't find them in Canada, so you built them.
Absolutely, yeah. It's when you look at our company, we're racers first, and business people second on the motorsports side. It's a hobby for us. It's a lifestyle. It's everything in between. Corey McAllister and his team are diehard racers. We've got 3 full-time OSS teams in the Ontario Sportsman Series in-house under our roof. And then as well, we've got Corey's program and Corey's son now coming up through. So I think the grand total under our roof, we've got 8 different race cars in different series, and then 3 in the OSS series. So it's really, you know, it's needed. We get to develop really cool things for our team, and then put it out there to the public for everybody else to benefit from. And it's all made here in Canada.
And I've noticed, too, it's not just aluminum pieces, which you guys are famous for. You're now getting into 3D printed pieces as well.
Yeah, definitely. 3D printing and CNC is a big part of the two-speed model. Of course, our parent company is Caldecott Millwrights. We have CM Precision under the same banner. And with that comes a lot of CNC and different things of that nature. So the natural progression is to get into the 3D world and into the 3D printing world. And right now we've kind of, you know, we're dipping our toes in the water. We're showing off what we can do and kind of the ingenuity before we jump in head first. And we're getting there. The traction is definitely there. There's a lot of excitement, and we'll hopefully grow from here.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people don't know that Joe Chisholm Jr. is the spotter to the stars as well.
No, I'm not Jeff Gutler. I'm just spotter to a few drivers. But Josh Stoddy and the McCall guys over there, my name's on there. So I guess I'm a spotter to one big star.
There you go. There you go. Champion spotter for sure. Thanks very much for taking us around to Speed Motorsports, and definitely check them out, whatever you need for your race car. It's a good chance they'll have it. And they even have jack stands. If you have cars big or small, look at the size of some of the jack stands, and you can get them for some of the small cars if you're into the scale cars or something like that. We're going to talk to Chuck here. All right, Chuck. Chuck, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. We're live. So,
we're live?
yeah. That's
live as people are watching us now?
Well, they will be very shortly for sure, if they aren't already. Tell us a little bit about TrackTune.
Okay, TrackTune is a streaming app that converts your racer PA system to a live feed on the internet that people can listen at home or in the grandstands over the noise of the cars. It's a revenue stream for racetracks to put some sponsorship ads on, get you better sponsor exposure, better for pit communication, calling cars to lanes, or getting drivers to come up and do what they're supposed to do. It's a multifaceted deal that has a lot of good purposes.
And being a track announcer, I always found it frustrating. Once the loud cars get out there, you get drowned out. There's nobody hearing you. So this gives the fan in the stands an opportunity to hear what you have to say.
Yes, he gets to hear them gems of wisdom that come out of track announcers' voices everywhere.
Or not.
Well, and you make a good point, and that's one of the things that we tell people, that this thing does not work without a good track announcer. But I hate like heck going to a racetrack and listening to a guy who is really talking about the details and sitting there and knowing that not one person in the stand is hearing a word he has to say. So yeah, it's had tremendous benefit. We've got it in, we've been making slow inroads. It was designed as a circle track product, and we've been moving it into the drag race market as we go. I started with all the drag strips in Ontario, hooked it up. I got a Grand Bend Motorplex and St. Thomas Dragway and Shannonville Drags are all on it now. And they just announced this week that we are going to be live on all of the IHRA Nitro events. They're professional events. We will be live on all of those. And we've been made available to all IHRA member tracks, 143 of them, as a vendor partner with them. So IHRA tracks will get a deal on the product and be part of the family and stuff. I've gotten a tremendous amount of support from the other racetracks here in Ontario. Corey Herman's here from Grand Bend Motorplex, who uses the product and loves it. And
how do people get the app?
The app is free to download. It's available in your app store, and it's free to download. And basically, you just when you download the app and you flip it up, there'll be a whole list of TrackTunes feeds that are running there. And if you want to know how the late model race in Gallup, North Carolina is going, scroll up, see if they're running, punch it, listen to the live feed right there.
That is super cool.
Grandma can't come out and watch little Billy run tonight. She can listen from home like listening to the ball game. And everybody says, there's live feeds and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to sit in the shop while I'm working on my race car staring at the TV. I'd prefer to just listen to the audio if I got a buddy who's at a big dollar race or something. Now, I find myself using it over and over again.
Yeah, you can stream it in your car too, through your CarPlay. Just bring it up in the car on your drive around.
And again, that's another good point is in the drag racing world. I mean, a lot of times guys got some travel time, so when they lose in round 2, they head home. A lot of my racers listen to the races on the way home. Circle track guys, I'm talking to announcers who say, I said, do you do post-race recaps? And they said, well, everybody's gone. I said, if you got them all tuned in their car while they're in that 3-hour line trying to get out of the parking lot, they can be listening to words of wisdom from the announcer.
No, it's a great deal. And again, just have to download it in the App Store. And thank you very much, TrackTune. Chuck, appreciate you taking the time. Good luck the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's keep trucking on here. eBay Motors, which is the presenting sponsor of Motorama. Always a big presence here at Motorama the last several years. So you can see we have some of the smaller companies who provides services and products, and then we get to some of the bigger companies who have pretty much everything you need for no matter what kind of car you're working on. A couple cool cars here on display in the eBay Motors booth. It's not really a booth, it's really kind of open form, but you walk onto the carpet. There you can see an E-Type Jag. And how are you? I'm Dave Bradley.
eBay Motors.
Nice to meet you, and a beautiful display you've got going on here, but more importantly, it's the parts that you offer online.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these cars at the show and at our booth definitely have a lot of parts from eBay Motors. Specifically used recycled parts as well, a lot about sustainability. You know, it's a big thing these days, and you know, eBay does a great job at it. You know, we're really proud in that, and you know, a lot of these cars have parts from all over the place, but also domestically as well. And you know, our fits your vehicle message makes it super easy. I mean, you're looking for all sorts of parts for all sorts of cars, and it's pretty cool how you can make sure that it fits your vehicle and you have no real worry, but you can get, you know, the most, you know, out of this world part for your out of this world car. So yeah.
I was just going to say, somebody's got something rare and they think there's no way you'll have my part. You have their part.
We have their part. Yeah. Most likely it'll be on eBay for sure. Yeah.
And so is it a simple process of just going onto eBay?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just browsing like any other site. You know, you put your vehicle in, or you could add it to the My Garage feature so we remember who you are and what your car is. And yeah, and then you just kind of browse for the part you want. And you can find it wherever in the world it is.
Have you had a success story of somebody coming up saying, thank you very much because you found my part?
You know, we've had a lot of that. We also, last year when we did the parts wall, you know, people were interested in the parts that we procured from eBay. That was kind of on our parts wall as well, so it's real interesting to see that. And some of our team has been kind of doing some laps around this place, and there was always an eBay story, which is really cool. So, you know, it's good to know that every car in this venue has something connected to us.
I know I bought an old MG and I've already bought a part off eBay Motors. So
yeah. I mean, you know, even in my family, like we keep a few cars alive through eBay just because it's the only way to find some parts.
Indeed. Thanks very much for doing this, and thank you very much for supporting Motorama once again. And we're going to hop over here to Gulf Race Fuels and Jeff LaRose. And there is Jeff. He sees the camera coming. How are you, Jeff? Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
From Gulf Race Fuels, and NASCAR car in the booth here this weekend, and lots of product on display too.
Lots of product on display. Really proud to be partnered again with Motorama and to be back again and to be displaying basically the NASCAR Canada Series Cup behind us as well, and the NASCAR in the product. We're just real proud to be with the series and back here again.
You guys have made a big splash in Canadian motorsport in the last several years, haven't you?
We have. We started with Canadian Superbike and taking over that series, now working into Canadian NASCAR, looking at a couple other series up and coming, and yeah, we're predominant in racing and very proud to be here with our classic car guys, even across the road. A bunch of our product represented in many avenues of everything.
And there's a variety of different race fuels on offer, isn't there?
Absolutely. Everything from the stuff for your classic cars, the stuff for storage, the stuff for the racing series, everything. You know, it's even remarkable. Everybody asked me how we got started into fuels, and where we started was actually in small engine fuels, if you believe it or not. We started building fuels for lawnmowers, and from lawnmowers we've existed all the way up to Canadian NASCAR.
That's incredible, for sure. How do people find out where they can get it?
Actually, one of the easiest and best ways, you just hop under our Gulf Pro Fuels website, gulfprofuels.ca. You can look at our dealer locator, see a bunch of that stuff, have a look at the stuff on there, and like I say, just Google us. You'll find us.
Yeah, absolutely, and then put it in and have some fun.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much, Jeff, from Gulf Race Fuels, of course, the official fuel supplier to NASCAR in Canada. Thanks very much to Jeff, and we'll continue working around, and we'll chat with Fast Eddie Speedwear and Fast Eddie Racewear, and I think Todd is the one we're going to chat with. And a huge booth, once again, big display. How are you, Todd? Good to see you. Or Tony, sorry, my bad. But once again, another huge booth set up. Racewear, you've got safety gear, everything on off.
We do. That's our kind of our hook, is we're a one-stop shop. It's safety gear on one end. We do corporate wear for companies, that kind of thing. Of course, we've got our Fast Eddie Speedwear brand, which is kind of that combustion culture for T-shirts and hats and hoodies and all that kind of cool stuff that guys like to wear, whether they're racers or just fans of the sport. We've got something for everybody here.
Yeah, you really do, and it's been busy. I've seen a bunch of people in here at times. We're in a bit of a lull right now, but it's a good opportunity to come in and see things.
Yeah, no question. I mean, everybody knows Saturday here at the show is the place to be. It's an absolute sellout. I had guys telling me even at 10:30 they couldn't even get through the front room. So great to see the motorsports is healthy. The automotive world is still doing well here in Canada, and we're thrilled to be a big part of it, as well as the Night of Champions event here.
And now is the time to get your safety gear. Helmets might need re-upping because the Snell rating starts to lapse a little bit. You get the up Snell rating, and then also for your gear for your crew.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the nice thing about the motorsports world, is we try and keep everybody safe and have them update their gear. Things tend to wear out, time out. You have to get some things recertified. So yeah, the Hans devices, the fire suits, we're seeing a lot of activity for that. There's certainly been a push recently in the last decade or so for more safety in the head and neck restraint world. We're seeing that even in some of the lesser classes now, and I mean, you can't be too safe when it comes to accidents like that. So definitely seeing a lot of guys getting their stuff earlier than normal. A lot of guys, we tend to be procrastinators, and we get the phone calls a week or two before the race season. So it's nice to see guys out in March getting ahead of the game and getting on top of that stuff nice and early, so they're ready for the first day.
If they miss you at the show, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can find us a couple of places. We're at FastEddieRacewear.com. That's where you'll find our safety gear. And if you're looking for apparel or anything like that, you can find us at Fast Eddie Speedwear. Like I said, one-stop shop. We can help you whether you're a racer or a fan or a track owner or a business owner. We can provide something for you.
Tony, thanks very much for doing this. Good luck the rest of the show. And we'll see you short track Night of Champions, road race Night of Champions as well. And we're going to jump over here. Izzy Fab is the booth directly across from Fast Eddie. They've got some gear. And we'll see who we can chat with. How are you, Dave Bradley?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. So from Izzy Fab, tell us a little bit about the company.
So we're just a hot rod builder. We build complete cars and custom chassis. We're located just 15 minutes east of Woodstock in a little village called Princeton. We've been in business for 6 years, and just happy to be here.
So if somebody is rebuilding a car, they find out the frame is junk,
yes,
you can fix that.
Absolutely. We'll replace the whole thing front to back. It'll be all modern suspension, modern fuel system, pretty much anything they want, without having to cut the floor out.
Really? So you just drop the body on top?
Yep, that's the idea.
Fantastic. And what's the uptick been like here at the show? I mean, obviously a lot of interest. We see the people stopping in.
Yeah, it's been a very good weekend for us. A lot of people thinking we're from the States just because of the quality, I guess, of the chassis. And it's nice to hear that not a lot of people are expecting this out of Canada. So
that makes a big difference, right? For somebody building, you look at U.S. prices and you look at Canadian prices, you can tend to do it a little cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. So it's nice to know that we're kind of making waves on this side of the border, and it's nice to hear people are excited about it.
Well, it's great to see you here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. Thanks very much for joining us. And as you can see, there is a full chassis on display here. And we're going to go see Dave Kemp over here. And let's just sneak right through here. Kemp Motorsports and Big Trailers. Where's Dave? Let's go to the back. All right. Well, they have a claw machine. That's fun. So you can see stacker trailers. Everything you need for all levels of motorsport. We saw some trailers a little bit earlier, and if you want to level up your... I'm coming up with you. How are you, Dave Bradley?
Hey, Dave, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too, and some fabulous trailers on display
Yes,
here.
thank you. Yeah, we... yeah, sure, yes. We specialize in race trailers. That's our business. So #1 Canadian race trailer dealer. So we've got our Hallmark line, our United line, and then, of course, this is the kind of stuff we do. So full custom race stuff. We just recently added our Intech line, which is a very high-end race trailer, and we're Canada's only dealer for Intech trailers. So we're exclusive for Intech in Canada. So that's a pretty big accomplishment for us. So it's pretty good. So
Yeah, very cool. And some of the perks in this one, you can see the second layer up top.
Yeah,
so
this is our stacker trailers line. So obviously you pull your car in. I brought 2 cars myself this weekend for the show. So we had one stacked up top, one underneath. Still gives you full cabinets and work area. So it's nice if you're at the track, you can actually work on your car underneath if you have to. So it's a pretty cool setup with the stackers.
if somebody is looking at this and being like, well, I need a tractor trailer to pull it, do you?
Not really, no. You should have a dually with a stacker just for safety, but 2500, 3500 series trucks can pull this. It's all aluminum, pretty lightweight trailer, so really not crazy heavy. So it's still pullable with your normal dually pickup truck. So
Aluminum is great for this type of climate.
yes, exactly. This one's all insulated, so you can put heat, air conditioning in here. You're set for whatever you need to do.
I love the fact you got a radio in here. You got some lights. You can have a party in here afterwards.
Yeah, now after racing, that's what a lot of times happens in the pits, right? So if you're lucky enough to be in the winner's circle, then it's always a little bit of a celebration afterwards in the trailers.
Close the doors, keep the bugs out, and just keep the beer flowing.
Yeah, keep something flowing anyway. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you taking us on a tour of this and a great display you've got here at Motorama. Diener, I'll hold the door for you. Claw machine. You can potentially win a prize. And we'll see where we're headed to next. Silverwax? Silverwax is next, right across here. All right. They've got a car on display, an Eleanor GT350? GT500, actually. And I noticed the Silverwax people were working on buffing a shine out of a hood a little bit earlier as I was passing through, but you can see all kinds of car care products, not just wax, but car cleaning products. Dave is going to be the person we're going to chat with. He's just helping a customer right now, but you don't want to pull them away from making a sale because they are selling some of these products here this weekend. Obviously, everything you need to care for your car is what you can find. But Silverwax has been a supporter of motorsports in the past, and obviously you have probably seen them show up at your favorite car parts store. Canadian Tire, they've been on offer there for several years as well. So you can find them not just here at the show, not just online, but they've got everything from brushes to buckets to cloths, a polishing machine, and lots of information too. So if you need to find out exactly what you need for the finish on your car, you can come chat with them, and they're happy to take the time that they need. Time that you need to find out everything you need to know. Dave, how are you? I'm Dave too. That's good to meet you.
Everybody knows a Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about Silverwax.
So Silverwax is made in Canada. So we have our manufacturing. We make all our products in-house. We're based in Quebec City. We're here today. This is our 3rd year in a row at Motorama. Love coming down, seeing all the enthusiasts. We've been selling lots of products, giving lots of advice and information to people. And we just want to educate and bust some of those detailing myths that are out there. We want to help people feel comfortable when it comes to detailing their car.
And a lot of people do get overwhelmed. I mean, you walk up to a store and you're like, there's a wall of wax. What do I use?
It is so confusing. I mean, even with just ours, there's so much stuff. And if you're in a big box retail with multiple brands, it can be super, super overwhelming. And you really need to know what you're choosing, if it's the right product. So definitely myth busting is a big thing for us at the car shows. Just helping people fully understand what they need to do to make their car look great.
I love the fact that you have a hood on display there. You're polishing it up to make it shine just to show how your products work too.
Absolutely. The demos with the machine polisher go really well. Everybody gets interested. They hear the machine spark up. And we've sold a bunch of machine polishers off the back of showing people that they can use them at home. It doesn't have to be a professional-based thing.
Tell us, if somebody can't make it to the show and they want to get more information, how do they do it?
Best way to get information is visit our website, silverwax.com. You can buy direct on our website, and we're also sold in Canadian Tire. Yeah.
So there you go. Lots of places to find it. Dave, thanks very much. Great display you've got on here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And we're going to go chat with Total Energies, another oil manufacturer, and see if Mohammed's around to chat with us. There he is. How are you, Mohammed? Dave Bradley, nice to see you. Tell us a little bit about Total Energies.
Total Energy is a worldwide company. It's a multi-energy company. We have been in Canada from last 20 years, and we are working with the big partners like OEMs.
Been huge in Europe for so many years, and just like you say, last 20 years breaking into the North American market.
Yes, in Europe we have been almost around 100 years, and you can see my company. It's Total Energy has been involved with the racing, especially now we are with the WEC Championship, and we are looking into see. We have been in the past with the Formula One, and as a Total Energy, as a multi-energy company, we are also involved in hydrogen fueling and all the other aspect of the energy. And if you see my logo, we have 7 different color of energies on our logo.
So that's the motorsports you mentioned. That's where a lot of these products get tested, right? Harsh environment.
That is correct. Yes, as I mentioned, that we have been involved in OEMs. In fact, some of our Rubia products, they are being tested and approved by 200 plus OEMs.
Cool, and you got a little sim set up here as well?
Oh yes, it was a big show action for us. We see lots of people, and we are giving away Lego car. If you can see, there is a barcode. That's when people are coming in, and whoever is going to be the fastest on the track, we're going to win them.
Very cool. Mohammed, thanks very much for doing this. From Total Energies. And we're going to jump over and chat with Yamaha. And that's Glenn. So we pass by some drag cars, the MG Toronto Club. And then we pop over to Yamaha. Yamaha specifically useful when yeah, you can eat your banana on video. How are you, Dave Bradley?
Buenas.
And you've got the products that racers need to get around the pits on display here.
Oh, absolutely. It's great to, the pits are usually a long way away. You got to get to the start line, and what better way to get around than, on a golf car?
For sure. And drag cars need pulling to the line as well. So these are beefy enough, they'll do that.
Yeah, our bigger one over here is 4-seater. The back seat flips down, so if you got to put extra gear on it, you can, and it will tow up to 1,200 pounds. So yeah, you can take your dragster right to the track.
And I mean, people will look at some of these things and be like, "Oh, I can't afford that," but realistically, they can, can't they?
Well, can you put a price on happiness?
That's exactly it, for sure. Generators, everything else, Yamaha sells too, right?
Yep, we're actually exiting the power equipment space, and golf cart for us is a new market here in Canada. So we're seeing it grow. We've got 3 models right now. We've got the Drive 2, which is more of a trailer park type thing, and we've got the UMAX Rally, and then we do a dump version of that as well, which is more utility.
Fantastic. Where can people get the information if they're looking for it?
At yamahamotor.ca or any of our local dealers.
Glenn, thanks very much for doing this. Great display. And welcome to Motorama once again. And on to the next one is Daytona lifts. And you can see you can do this just bouncing back and forth between different booths. And you can see some of the lifts. How are you, Ron? Dave Bradley, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell us a little bit about Daytona lifts.
Daytona. So we've been around since 1999. We're based out of Brighton, Ontario. We've got a location in Richmond Hill as well, with a showroom for people to come and see the equipment or pick up. We sell a full line of automotive equipment, tire changers, wheel balancers, and lifts like you see here. 2-post, 4-post, small scissor lifts, all that stuff.
I was going to say the small scissor lift, that's something you can just have if you have a shop in your backyard.
That's exactly what it's for. It's portable for people to use in their garage at home. Body shops love them as well because it's portable. They can rearrange their shop to however they need.
Saves my back from getting down on the ground.
Absolutely. Saves your back and your knees.
For sure. And then you can use some of the bigger lifts. The 4-post lift can be used as a storage space.
We have on display a storage lift here, which can also be used to service vehicles. We can use a jack tray on it with a bottle jack, so it keeps things economical. Or you can purchase a rolling jack for it, and that way it's just like a full-size commercial lift, but it fits in your garage at home.
That's very cool. So where can people get information on this?
So our website is DaytonaProducts.com. all our information is there, and you can contact us through that.
Awesome. Well, we'll send people your way for sure. Thanks very much for doing this. And welcome to Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. And you can see a great display here for lifts. And Zair Insurance is the next one on our list of things to get to. And they are the sponsor of the Mayhem Room here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. This is a Radical driven by Brady Clapham, the champion of the FEL Radical Cup Canada, as we pass some race cars. The Mayhem Room is very unique. It's a lot of the lead sled hot rodders, just the old school 50s style, you know, pinup girls, all of that. There's actually a pinup pageant being held this weekend in the Mayhem Room, and that is just behind the Hagerty stage, which is the main stage that a lot of the events happen on here at Motorama. And you can see you do have to weave your way through people just a little bit. And it looks like we've got one of the celebrities up on stage. And we've hit a bit of a roadblock, but that's okay. We'll just say, excuse me, we'll get through. Dean's coming. And the stage is where the Valvoline Grand Champion will be crowned on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Of course, tonight we've got the Fast Eddie Night of Champions, the drag race, road race, and short track Night of Champions. That's all happening tonight here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. Zair Insurance. And oh, nobody wants to talk. Everybody's backing away. You give it a shot, John? How are you? Nice to meet you, Dave Bradley. Tell us a little bit about your booth and what you have happening today.
Well, we're representing Zair Insurance here, and we've got some fantastic vintage auto programs. The other nice thing is we've just started a dune buggy program that has not been around, so anybody with a buggy is able to get coverage now. It was pretty difficult before. We specialize in specialty vintage programs, every kind of insurance you can think of, and of course with this show, everything that's here fits right in our wheelhouse. So,
yeah, for sure. You've been the sponsor of the Mayhem Room for several years now, and it's those cars that sometimes you can't get insurance for, but you can with Zair.
Exactly, yeah. We have some specialty programs that are unique to Zair, you know, designed by original owners of Zair and that have a little less boundaries on them, if you will. So it allows a little bit more versatility. We get your vehicles in. Restrictions aren't quite as bad. And yeah, we're growing and growing. More and more people are reaching out going, wow, I can fit my vehicle in there. That's perfect. So
yeah, because the thing is, those cars aren't being driven every day.
No, they're not. They're driven maybe for a pleasure drive, or mostly to shows like this, or smaller venues and that, or, you know, Saturday night meets at a A&W parking lot, and they got 20 of them sitting around, and so they fit perfectly for what they're looking for, and it fits in our wheelhouse. And yeah, we're pretty excited because it seems to be growing and growing more and more so with popularity. We're becoming better known with what we can actually do for people. And we have people now that, like I said, we have the vintage. We have a vintage bike program that we've started up as well. So there's a big demand for that for motorbikes, and with the dune buggies this year, it's taken off like crazy. So
very cool. Where can people get the information?
They can go to www.zairinsurance.com, and we've got our website there with all the different tabs, and we have a vintage tab information right there. They can click. Lets them know how to get a hold of people, gives them the information on the programs, and yeah, quick call and we can fix them up in no time. So
perfect. See, you didn't want to do this, but you did a wonderful job. Thanks very much. It's good seeing you. And once again, get all that information you need to get your car insured by visiting the folks at Zair Insurance, and they are proud sponsors of the Mayhem Room, and aptly named the Mayhem Room. And you see some of the vehicles on display, Canada White Wall and Vintage. And how are you today? Dave Bradley, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Gavin, White Wall tires.
Yes, sir.
And it's those tires that some people can't find, but you offer them.
Yes, sir. We're Canada White Wall out of Muskoka, Ontario. We've got Canada's largest supply of in-stock white walls. We've got a bunch of different brands, Diamondback, Contio, Coker. We got everything you need. We try and keep it in stock. If not, it's about 4 to 6 weeks. But really important that people know we're Canadian, we're in Canada, and we're trying to service the Canadian market and make it easier for everybody to find us.
And these tires look like they should look from the 50s.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of them are periodically correct. They've got the right white walls, different size white walls, and these guys, we got different size white walls, large, small, and we've got other companies that if you need them, we can do customized as well. Like Diamondback's good for that, but Contio, we've got the least expensive, most affordable white walls in the country as well. So we've got some for everybody.
And like you say, a Canadian company, so you don't necessarily have to deal with the U.S. and getting it across the border.
Absolutely, yeah. We're trying to make it easier for everyone and know that buying in Canada and stay Canada strong for sure.
Again, where can they get the information if they're looking for you?
You can call us at 705-644-0466 or visit our website at vintagerubber.ca.
Awesome. Thanks very much for doing this. Cool products on display here for sure. For the vintage cars, for the 50s style cars, and of course we're in the Mayhem room, and that's exactly what packs this room here at Motorama. But you can see there's booths, there's displays, there's lots of people to talk to here at Motorama, presented by eBay Motors. It is very much worth the drive to come check it out. We're here all the way through Sunday, but again, there's still lots of time to take in the show here today. So just a small glimpse of the many, many booths that are on display here today. I'm Dave Bradley. Thanks for joining me through this walk and talk. Hopefully we brought you a glimpse of what is good here at the show, and really everything's good.